E3 2023 Winter Edition was absolutely fire. There were so many exciting games to get hyped about for such a stellar year in 2023. I was fully ready to accept 2024. All right, it's going to slow down a bit. And it definitely seems that way. It's going to slow down a little bit, and then we're going to kick it right back for 2025. But so many exciting reveals and releases. Someone who doesn't get so bothered by cinematics and concept trailers as much as other people do, I thought it was a phenomenal showcase. You had some really cool announcements such as God of War Ragnarok DLC for free coming in just 4 days now. Xbox, after having basically no appearance in 2022, came back strong this year. Hellblade 2 continues to impress and amaze. Some surprises like Moon Studios working on No Rest for the Wicked, this action RPG type title, a single player Dead by Daylight game, new Dragon Ball, Jurassic Park Survival, which is a Jurassic Park game in the style of Alien Isolation, and the list goes on. And of course, the main subject of today's video, Arkane's Blade. Now, the Game Awards part of the show, 2023, they were there. I promised you they were there. How is it going, everybody? My name is DeMarco, and if you have not seen the reaction, the discourse, the general disposition towards the Game of the Year Awards 2023, they're mixed. Everyone generally agrees that the announcements were incredibly exciting. The pacing was a bit 50-50, but the part where the Game Award suffered was in the actual Game Awards. Studios that deserve to be highlighted and recognized, categories that should have been featured much more prominently, were delegated to the side stage in a flurry of awards with no celebration whatsoever for them. And then when the Game of the Year winner with Larian Studios and Swen walks up the stage to accept his award, and he's there for about 15 seconds because every single previous person who went up to accept an award, you started having the music chime up, get off stage right now, we need ads. I have the Jurassic Park game stuck in. I'm really excited for that Jurassic Park game. I am someone who likes to romanticize the Game Awards and for what it's supposed to stand for, and I buy into that hype and excitement, and I get giddy as a gopher when it starts coming around. I don't actually know how giddy gophers get, but this year more than ever truly solidified the idea that this absolutely is just a marketing show with some awards. And I know Jeff Keighley always looks for feedback and is always paying attention and listening and does genuinely try to improve the show, but I hope he takes some of that into account for next year. This isn't necessarily a play-by-play of the Game Awards. If that's what you're looking for, check out the Renegade Realm podcast. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live, and we almost certainly will be talking about the Game Awards, and you'll get my unfiltered thoughts and opinions. Hopping into Blade, a character that, admittedly speaking, I don't know too much about. The history of my knowledge mostly comes from the recently released Marvel's Midnight Suns, coming from Firaxis, actually. And during that game is where I start to say, okay, he's pretty cool character. I like the style. He has a certain way about him. I could get into this. And then for me, the reveal of Blade, 1000% was a surprise. I was blown away. It was one of the best surprises for me during the Game Awards 2023. I know that it was leaked ahead of time. Some people found out about it. I wasn't one of those people. The earliest things I started hearing was that Arkane was going to be there, people talking about it, and I said, okay, finally we're going to be getting Dishonored. It has to be Dishonored 3, the next game. They could not possibly be working on anything else. You even have the leaks from the FTC court hearings that were stating Dishonored 3 was in the works. And then I start hearing some people saying, I wonder how folks are going to react to this. And I go, what? If you're questioning how folks, are you working on Deathloop 2, Arkane? And then you smack to that title card. You left me guessing for almost the whole thing until you got that shot with him and the sword on his back. And I went, whoa! You can see my live reaction. I'll include that at the end of this video. But I was really, really floored by this reveal. Now, as far as the details we specifically know about Blade, admittedly, it's not much. Dinga Bakba, while he was talking about it, said,
let us cook, and voila!
So probably will be quite some time. I'm expecting actually we could liken it to what happened or what is happening with Indiana Jones. We got a bit of a tease for it, people got excited, goes silent and dark for a couple years before it's close to its final release date. We do know that the game is taking place in France, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about that, especially when a studio is working near their hometown. That's always unique to me. Good games come from passionate developers, and it injects that little bit of extra excitement for the folks working on the game. So I think that's a pretty positive experience. And of course, France, not something we've traditionally seen in the Marvel movies or the recent TV shows, which I can respect. That's what most people I think these days are familiar with as far as Marvel goes. So I want to explore a different area, not New York again, for example. A couple interesting things to note. It is a third-person action game with that Arkane spin to it. I could see folks who didn't really like Deathloop too much, and I know they're out there, and I don't blame you, sort of looking at that and going, oh, can't we just get Dishonored 3? I hear you. As much as I want to see Dishonored 3, as some of you guys, I also am very excited to see the opportunity for Arkane to work on such a recognizable IP to see what they could really do with that. Anyway, super exciting reveal, super exciting announcement, cool trailer that gets everybody excited for the concept, but of course it cannot walk away scot-free. Now that it's sat, we start asking questions, we want to know more, and the first one, obviously, that comes to mind is whether or not this will be an exclusive title. And Microsoft, being Microsoft, for some reason, has the utmost difficulty answering that question in a clear yes or no way. It's always a riddle, and this seems to be no different. The latest that we've heard is actually that they've refused to comment on the nature of its exclusivity. Now, my personal guess is it's because they don't quite know how they want to handle it. We do understand Bethesda games are handled on a case-by-case basis. This might be one of those cases where they say, no, it'll be on all platforms. However, that's the kind of thing you probably want to know when you announce the game. I could not care less what platform people choose to play on. You want to play on PlayStation, PC, Xbox, Switch, Netflix, games, Nvidia Cloud, I don't care. I just want people to be able to enjoy games the way I do, regardless of platforms. That's my thoughts on exclusivity in a nutshell. I have to be realistic with all of you. I would be monumentally surprised if this turned out not to be an Xbox exclusive title. Who knows? Maybe they'll come out and they'll surprise. They say, yeah, you can play wherever you want. It's multi-platform. Go out and enjoy Blade. However, I suspect, especially with Insomniac cooking away on Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, next up, Wolverine. This is Microsoft's chance to say, hey, we also have pretty cool Marvel IP. You want to come to this side of the field, the green team, and check it out? I would love to be wrong on that. Again, as someone console agnostic, but just saying it like I see it. Anyway, take a look if you're interested at my reaction to close out this video. This is a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to covering this game more. And to the team at Arkane Lyon, I cannot wait until you guys are ready. But I'll do my best to be patient about it and let you cook. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Can't kick the way Dinga did while I'm sitting down like this. You know what? Get a kick in there just for you, Dinga. So long, everybody. Arkane! What do you got going on, Arkane? New IP? Or is it Deathloop? You got some time stuff going on there.
Turn that shit up.
Okay, it's not Deathloop.
Relax, man. I don't bite. Lock up tight now.
Blade?
Just getting started.
Arkane is... What the...
There you go. Joining me now are
Dinga!
Arkane Lyon and Bill Roseman from
I have to
Tell us,
tweet about
how did
this.
Come together, guys.
Well, Jeff, let me tell you, the secret superpower of Marvel games is
Does he
our
still follow?
constant
He follows me
focus
still on
bringing
Twitter.
together world-class talent with the fan-favorite characters that they love. Now, we are huge fans of Arkane Lyon, not only
What?
because of the story-rich games they create with innovative gameplay, but because of their authentic passion. And that's why, on Blade's 50th anniversary, we
You
are
could've-
so honored to announce this true Marvel team-up.
Yes, and
You
after
could have told
Dishonored and
me
Deathloop, our first
any-
order of business was to make another very arcane game, but with a title that is easier to say in a French accent. And when we had, when Sébastien Mitton and I had an opportunity to chat with Marvel, said, okay, let's really challenge them. Let's present our wildest take on a superhero that we both love.
Dude, I love.
Well, if-
He's the Dinga is like. I love this man. I
If my
love this
hometown
dude.
was walled in, and we shared it with
Dinga, hang
blockbusters
out in
invaders
another
that
one of
come
my
out as soon as the
streams,
sun
please.
goes down. Ça
That
serait
was
un
like
petit
the
peu la
coolest
merde,
moment of me doing YouTube.
Anything else you can tell us about the game? I know it's pretty early, right?
I can tell you one thing.
Okay.
The entire team at Arkane Lyon is, pouring so much love
Yeah.
into this immersive
I'm sure they are.
third-person action-adventure set in the heart of Paris. So please sit back, let us cook, and voila! Merci beaucoup! Merci!
Merci. Third.
Whoa.
Whoa, Dinga. There you go.
Stunts too. Dinga Bell, thank you very much, guys. Great announcement. All right, awesome. Thanks, Dinga. All right. Now please welcome
A third
the star of
Arkane.
Twisted Metal,
Arkane.
a nominee
Is
tonight for
Arkane
Best
here?
Adaptation,
Third person.
Anthony Mackie.
He's not. He's not here. Third person Arkane game. How is that even? That is crazy to think about. I don't even know how that would play.